Hi, I'm Rushabh. I'm the founder at Frappe, and yeah, also creator of Frappe Framework. I think that is the tag I'm most proud of. I built this framework for myself because when I had to build the ERPNext, and I realized that it's a very complex product. There are so many objects. Like there is a sales order, there's customer, there is taxation, invoice, discounts, and I realized the data structures of an ERP system are very vast and complex, and the framework seemed to be like a very good way to reduce the amount of developer effort you do because you don't have to do a lot of repetitive effort to make a new form or anything, right? So I think that I mean it was primarily made to reduce developer effort from for me at least in 2005, or that was the idea that if you have to make a complex product with a very small team or a single person, then you need a framework to do it. That was the original idea, and I think surprisingly that idea has held true for 20 years. That is surprising for me because when you start with something and then that thing is still true after 20 years, it's yeah, maybe sometimes ideas matter. Like I said, when I discovered Python, I really saw the power of open source. It was not through Linux, but through Python. And when I was making software, maybe deep inside there was some need for it to be like a very long lasting kind of a project. So and maybe so yeah, mix of all these things that discovering that open source seems pragmatically also better, and also there was no other open source project in ERP that was good enough. So that opportunity was also there. So it's, I think, a mix of multiple factors. Like I said, open source was default option for me. So I didn't have to think anything. Like open source was the default. Like that was a natural thing for me to do. So it was not a really thoughtful decision. You should keep it open source or not. So I'm not somebody like obviously feel very proud that so many people are now using ERPNext, but I think it is everybody's journey. I don't really feel. I mean, everybody has their own needs. Everybody needs to get their own projects done. Everybody needs, like, they enjoy working on Frappe framework as well, and that is their enjoyment. So it is. I read this somewhere that when you play a piece of music and to an audience, and after you play it, the piece belongs to the audience. It doesn't belong to you anymore. So for me, I mean, my journey probably has ended, and what is now belongs to the people who are now going to use it. So in that way, I'm kind of detached from what other people feel, though it feels nice to hear, obviously, but I don't really connect to those. I mean, obviously, it feels nice to hear, but I don't think there is a deeper connect with that feeling for me. Um, as of now, I think Builder is the cutting edge, and Insights is pretty close, and Raven is pretty good as well. So yeah, I mean, yeah, just we were talking like last year it was Insights, which was cutting edge. This year it is Builder, so maybe next year there'll be something else that might break that. So I think we've hit really good levels of quality and user experience in some of our products. I think we should make it consistent across all our products. I think next 3 years we will see much more. I think a full, the Frappe framework itself will get a major upgrade in terms of the UI with the new Frappe UI components. I think that looks exciting, and Frappe Cloud being like a full-fledged developer platform is also very exciting. So yeah, I think there is, and then obviously there are several products that will each have its own maturity cycle going on. So next 3 to 5 years, I expect all these products to be really best in class or very close to best in class. Frappe Build is this is the first time we've done a tech conference, and it really feels very exciting to be here. Even though I'm coming from a long travel schedule, but I think there is a lot of developer interest now in on the Frappe framework and also ERPNext ecosystem, and this is an opportunity for a lot of developers to learn, go under the hood, and see what is inside the products that we are building. And there is a lot of learning that is happening. The few people I talk to are, I think, for most people, they don't really see under the hood what is going on, and this was a great experience for them. So yeah, I think overall, I think the time has come. We have some critical mass in the ecosystem, critical mass of developers now for these kind of events as well. So very happy to see what we have done at Frappe Build.